What's good, y'all? What's happening? You feel back here again? And what are we talking about today? So we are talking about creating an eventing system with AWS EventBridge. Now, what is AWS EventBridge, y'all? Well, in order to explain what that is, I need to go ahead and create a new window capture. Let me go ahead and create this real quick on my trusty dusty window. So, boom, here we are. As you can see, the beautiful EventBridge. Now, we'll work on the scenes over time, but we have the nice and easy EventBridge. Let's click on the home page. So, Amazon EventBridge, build event-driven applications at scale. Amazon EventBridge is a serverless event bus that makes it easier to build event-driven applications at scale using event generators from your applications, integrated software as a service applications, and AWS services. So, what are we going to do with this beautiful, magnificent service? So let's go ahead and go back to Miro. So let's think about a use case that would be useful here. So maybe we have some application. So let's go ahead and find our application. Oh, wow, the slow time is crazy. So let's say a client. Come on. All right, let's say we have some client. And on that client, we are running some JavaScript, right? What do we want to do? So ultimately, the problem we're trying to solve is, let's talk about the problem first. So we have a person, let's say person, see if we have any good people here. All right, here we have a good person. We have some person, and this person wants to achieve some particular goal, but they just keep forgetting or they keep putting it off. So what we want to do is we want to build an application that reminds them to do stuff. All right? We want to build an application that reminds this person to do some stuff. So great, we have this person that needs to do some stuff and they just keep forgetting. So how can we help them out? Well, there's all these different types of services. Let's look at a few. So we have SNS, or Simple Notification Service. This is an AWS service, and basically this allows you to send notifications to people's phone, which this person might like, or their email. For this example, we'll use phones. So we have SNS, and then if we can click this, we have Twilio. All right, great. So we have SNS, we have Twilio, and let's move this person down here because this is the person who needs reminding to do stuff. So what we would want to do is we want to say, okay, well, this person needs to do stuff, but they keep forgetting. So we would want these two services, let's group them together, Twilio or SNS, either or. We're going to pick one, right? But I want to show you the options. We got options. All right. So boom. Now we got this. Let's put them together. Let's create an arrow from here to here. Boom. Great. Now we got a service, Twilio or SNS, to go ahead and tell this person to do some stuff that they've been wanting to do. Now, how do we get from up here, right? How do we build an application that helps tell people what to do, right? Because we want them, theoretically, they want to do this stuff at a certain time, right? Because they don't have all the time in the world, and it shouldn't be random. So maybe we build an application where they can pick what time they want to be reminded. Now, Brandon, you say, well, they just go ahead and set an alarm on their phone. Well, we know how people are with alarms. They like cool stuff. So we'll disregard that, and we'll solve a problem that may not need to be solved. But let's assume that this is a problem. So what happens is, let's say this person, they're like, there's some advertising that comes across their way. There's this super cool app, this super cool reminder app that will remind them to do exactly what they need to do, and they can select the times, and they'll get a text message that reminds them what to do. Dope, right? So, boom, they go to this website, and it's all hunky-dory. Shit's great. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be the best thing ever. I'm gonna go ahead and sign up to this website, and they're gonna tell me exactly what I need to do. Okay, so they sign up to this website. What needs to happen next? Well, I'm glad you asked that, dear Watson, because this is where EventBridge comes in. So, oh wow. Oh, hopefully, wow, that was pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and do EventBridge yet again. I need to go ahead and fix the sizing of this, but we won't worry about this. We're going to upload this as it is. And you're all going to see what I've been doing in the meantime. So, great. So what happens is this client, once they go ahead and say, hey, I want to sign up, they should go ahead and talk to EventBridge. Now, what's EventBridge going to do? What should EventBridge do? Well, EventBridge has a system. And let's go ahead and bring up EventBridge again. Hold on. Well, first what I wanted to tell you, let's explain it first. So what happens with EventBridge is it has this bus. It's an event bus, right? So you have to tell it what event bus to create a rule. So it has buses and rules. So what I do is for EventBridge, what it's going to do is going to say, hey, Mr. Bus, which this is going to be the default bus. So let's go ahead and put that there. Default bus, boom, it's the default bus, right? And on this default bus, there's going to be some rule, right? So let's go ahead and get a nice, neat little rule or event. Let's say rule. Let's get a book. Boom, bam, look at that. A rule. That's a nice, cool looking rule. And what's going to happen is we're going to create a rule for this event bus. And this is going to be a schedule rule. And this is going to allow us to specify a particular time that this should send a notification here. And let's do this, make it look cool. See how cool that looks. Bam. So what's going to do, this rule that we're creating is going to go ahead and send an event to these services, and inside of this service, it's going to go ahead and send a message to this person that needs to do stuff. And really, that's all there is to it. So let's go ahead. Hold on, let me go back because I didn't show you the cool bus and the rule. It looks like the screen is quite small. I'll fix that. So this is what I was showing you before. The bus and the rule. Boom. So there we go. We got all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump back into EventBridge. So now we have AWS EventBridge. Beautiful. So let me show you what I was talking about. It has event buses. And as I was telling you, we have this default event bus. And on this default event bus, we can create scheduled rules. So this is the default event bus. I can send an event and I can call it some source, add some detail to it. We're gonna revisit this in later videos, but for the sake of discussion, we'll just go ahead and describe this first. So we have our default event bus, and then we have some rules. And these rules can be either A, rule with an event pattern, or B, a schedule rule. And this is what we're gonna go ahead and create for this demo. So hopefully this review was helpful and you learned something. Y'all have a wonderful night, and yet again, stay techy. Peace.